Let me ask you a weird question that you're not supposed to answer. What if everything you've been feeling, yes, that, is not your enemy, but your entry? What if chaos isn't something to run from, but a fucking portal? You feel that. That's not confusion. That's neuroplasticity. That's your identity unravelling just enough for the truth to sink in. Here's the truth. Everything you feel is data. Everything you avoid is a doorway. Every state you hate is just a signal saying, hey, you're misaligned. Pay attention, champ. Let me tell you a story. A leader walks into a boardroom. But before the strategy, before the metrics, before the goddamn PowerPoint, he stops. He breathes into his belly. He aligns with his core. What state must I embody to change this room? Not what do I do? What do I be? You already do this. Ever walked into a room and the mood changed? Ever smiled and someone softened? Ever stayed silent and the whole vibe shifted? That was your fucking frame. You are the atmosphere. You are the signal. So why play small? Why stay stuck? Why keep reacting when you can be the origin? Here's a pattern break for you. You thought failure meant stop. Wrong. Failure means information. Failure means refine your process, not your worth. Every no, it's a recalibration. Every crash is a feedback loop whispering, redirect. You're not off track. You're just off angle. So pivot. So play. So press the goddamn gas. Now breathe. You're always in control of your reactions. That's not wishful thinking. That's neurology. That's your nervous system saying, yo, I don't need this cortisol cocktail every time someone disagrees with me. You're not the panic. You're the pause between. You're the one choosing which neurotransmitter gets to DJ this fucking moment. So let me show you something strange. Feel into your feet. Breathe into your belly. Smile slightly. Right now, you're changing your state. And that changes your story. And your story changes what the world gives back to you. Another example. Ever been in love? Did you do love? Or did it move through you? That's how charisma works. You don't perform it. You allow it. You embody it. The universe doesn't give a fuck about how well you play the part. It tunes into how fully you own the frequency. That's why authenticity is magnetic. Because when you say, fuck it, this is me, you stop leaking energy through masks. You radiate, you resonate, you become dangerously undeniable. Now here's where it gets weird. If you imagine your limiting belief as a colour, a shape, a sensation in your chest or gut or spine, you can grab it. You can pull it out of your body, spin it, reverse its direction, crank its frequency until the coding collapses, and then slam it back in, rewired, repatterned, reborn. You feel that? That's called neurohypnotic repatterning. That's not woo. That's your goddamn operating system getting a firmware update. Here's the trick. Every emotion you suppress becomes a virus. A background process draining your RAM. But every emotion you process, it turns into clarity, resilience, fucking superpower. Curiosity creates momentum. Action destroys doubt. Boldness breeds opportunity. Energy is contagious. Presence overrides perfection. Identity is a choice made repeatedly. You already know how to do this. You've done it every time. You've broken a cycle. Every time you said no more and meant it. Every time you decided to walk into the fire. Because what's on the other side mattered more than your fear. So decide again right now to breathe differently. To feel it all. And collapse none of it. To take your pain and metabolize it into truth. To laugh when you fall and rise with fucking style. To show the fuck up. With your full self. Heart wide. Voice loud. Soul unedited. You're not here to cope. You're here to change the world by becoming unignorable. And if you still doubt that, it's because the version of you listening is the one about to die. And the one rising in its place. That one doesn't ask for permission. It just walks in, takes a deep breath, and creates reality.